save us from seeing impacts from newly formed subtropical storm Nicole. Subtropical because it's still somewhat of a hybrid system. It's very large, and subtropical storms are usually pretty large. It's heading northwest at 14 miles an hour, and it's got 45-mile-per-hour winds. The track of this is going to take it towards the west eventually. Notice kind of snaking around. I'll tell you why it's doing this weird track in a second. It'll move towards Florida by Wednesday into Thursday, and then may come into South Florida, Central. Either way, it doesn't really matter with this type of big storm because the entire east coast of Florida is going to see significant coastal erosion from this system. May even become a hurricane. Some guidance pulls it into the Gulf here, and then notice this turn up to the north, up towards the Carolinas, away from us this weekend. Reason it's doing this interesting turn, a big ridge is going to be building ahead of it, and as that ridge builds, it's going to run into it and then right around the edge. That's why it does that loop down to the south here. As we get into the end of the week, here comes our big cold front, which is this upper level trough. That's going to turn it to the north. So with this upper level trough coming in, it will send winds pushing it this direction. So that's why it's going to make the turn and not get to us. The big question right now is, does it turn in the Gulf or does it turn before it gets to the Gulf? That'll be a big question Florida wants to know, but still, once again, not expecting big impacts for us. A big system here. I mean, tropical storm force winds could extend the entire east coast of Florida up through the Carolinas. That's a lot of water and coastal erosion for those areas by the end of the work week. Once again, no issue for us. Our 7-day forecast, warm but mostly dry all the way through the end of the work week. It will feel better Wednesday and Thursday, but notice the big